Okay, it looks like we should be live. Looks like everything should be going good so far. If anyone watching right now, if you guys can go and let me know how the audio is coming in and how the video is coming in, making sure everything is nice and clear, everything nice and crisp, and you can see everything. Let's see here. Let's see here. Who we got in the chat so far? Team Shadow Airsoft. What's up, man? What's up, bro? Ackrai, good to see you again. Stitch, good to see you, my man. Darktree, what's going on, bro? Let's see, Raiden007. Hey guys, what's going on? Let me know how the audio is coming. Audio and video sound both good. Nice boom to that sexy voice. Thank you, Team Shadow Airsoft. Much appreciated. I do try to butter up my vocal cords. King Fuego, hello. What is going on? Alvin, good to see you again, bro. All right, guys, we're gonna be starting the stream in just a little bit. We're gonna be starting at like 7:35. We'll go ahead and officially start from there. I'll go ahead and give the guest a call, the guest of the week. Jim the Mad Viking, what's going on, dude? Glenn Wade, what's up, dude? What's going on? All right, we're just gonna wait a little while before we go ahead and start asking some questions. We're gonna officially start at 7:35, but we're gonna go ahead and restructure the stream a little bit different. I'll get more into detail about that as we go on. But yeah, in about like 3 more minutes, yeah, 7:35, we'll go ahead and officially start. Sounding good. Thank you, Eden. Thank you, Eden. What's going on? Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, bro? What's up, Stitch? Eden, I'll answer that question first just because I have that one. I answered that in the Discord earlier. I believe Jester asked the question. But the Raw MG scores otherwise on the what is otherwise known as the challenge kits. Those are going to be showing up tomorrow, or those are going to be showing up going live tomorrow. I thought we wanted to go ahead and Bossman. I thought we wanted to go ahead and wait till more people actually got in the stream to start showing out the promos. Queso Gang, hey, what's up, Real Wild? What's up, man? Yeah, we're gonna get started in just a little bit, guys. Boo Fan Paratrooper back in mobile. Good to see everyone. Very excited for tonight's stream. 7:30. Yeah, just like 2 more minutes. We'll go ahead and get started. Let's see here. Stitch, Delaware, Airspace. All right, fine. You want me to go ahead and show it? I'll show it. There. There. Those are the promos right there. Yeah, we got like a little over 1 minute. We'll get started. Mark Pope Joy, what's going on, bro? You hoping to go and increase your odds and win for the second time? Ackray, what's going on, bro? So yeah, guys, we're gonna get started in just a little bit here. See, you got like 1 more minute. How's everyone doing today, by the way? You guys get to go and play this past weekend? I know I asked the question in the previous stream. Just curious to see what you guys were up to this last weekend. John X, big fan of your channel. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Although it's not my channel, it's Airsoft GI, so it's all the other hosts, you know, Cisco, Kev, Boaz. But again, appreciate it, man. That means a lot. So you're almost there. You guys are in for a treat tonight too. Like I actually was able to, I'm pretty excited for tonight's guest as well. Let's see here. Right, we got like all right, 7:35. All right, guys. With that, let's go ahead and officially get started. Welcome to another episode of the No Flight List live stream. I am going to be tonight's host, as always. Thank you again for everyone that has joined into the stream right now. And for anyone that's new, Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time hanging out with me and the rest of the Mayo Gang. It means the absolute world that you decide to go ahead and hang out with us and choose to support Airsoft GI. However, the biggest means of supporting Airsoft GI is going to be shopping through our website directly. And we have some promos going on to help you guys win, increase your odds, if you will, of winning the shopping spree giveaway going on this Thursday. And for those that don't know, again, for all my younger audience, maybe that don't keep up with our social media, which again you guys should. There's always the best deals going on there. We always advertise that. But every Thursday we have a shopping spree giveaway, in which we raffle off a shopping spree, right? And the amount usually starts at about $600. However, the previous winner was not present during the last live stream, which means that the prize has stacked, doubling the amount. The prize pot we're looking at is $1,200, meaning you could win $1,200 just by placing a $20 order. However, as you can see here, I got some promos going on. Regulars of my show will know that the $50 order is placed before 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you'll be getting 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, 5 chances of winning. That is a certified hood classic, if you will, right? And again, that's only going to be happening during my live stream. So from the minute that it begins to the minute that it ends, that's it. That promo is not coming back. Also going on right now, every order for an airsoft gun that's $100 or more placed before the end of the live stream will be getting 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Another great way to go ahead and get your chances in. And you guys might want to go ahead and take advantage of it, especially considering what we have new and available, right? Right now, we have plenty of new products that are coming in, right? But the biggest things has got to be the MGC4 Mark IIs. The main shipment has officially arrived. We just got them in. I actually started recording some social media with those later on in the day. Those are absolutely beautiful, especially the bronze one. The black, solid, black color version was already really, really good. It was already a beautiful looking gun, but that bronze just came out so clean, so nice. And again, you guys do not want to go ahead and miss it. We have them available in combos as well. If you want to get a Performance Plus package, by all means. Again, if you want to go ahead and get like a Field Ready combo package with all the accessories there, make sure to go ahead and take advantage of that. You will be getting, if you order that right now during my stream, you'll be getting 10 entries, 10 chances of winning $1,200. And right now, not too many people have been taking advantage. Not too many people have been taking advantage, and not too many entries in right now, which means your odds of winning are really, really good right now, and you don't want to miss out. But with that said, why don't we go ahead and give our guest of the week a call? I hinted at it last week, but today's guest is going to be, drumroll, Trinity. She is going to be the companion to Chef Panda Kage, another really, really cool airsofter that I got to meet up actually for the first time during the last BB War. So we're going to go ahead and give her a call right now. And if you guys have any questions for the live stream here, this is a Q&A live stream. Make sure to go ahead and put the letter Q in front of it. Bear in mind, the first 30 minutes of the live stream, I'm going to be dedicating specifically to interviewing Trinity and giving her insight on a few things, asking her a couple of questions, getting to know her a little bit better. And she might stick around to ask or to answer a few more questions alongside with me, but the first 30 minutes are going to be solely dedicated on the interview portion. The last hour and a half is going to be dedicated towards answering all your questions. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to give her a call right now. Hello, can you hear me?
Sure can.
Sweet, sweet. Let me go ahead and adjust the volume. Guys, can you go ahead and do me a favor? Let me know if you can hear her coming in nice and clear. It sounds good on my end, but I want to make sure you guys can hear just fine. Let me know. Trinity, would you mind going ahead and giving me a test 1, 2, 3?
Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Okay, should be good. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and just adjust a few things here, just in case. Go ahead and do that again for me.
Hello. Test 1, 2, 3. Test uno, dos, tres.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and raise the desktop audio just a little bit. All right, try it again.
Hello. Hello. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I think that should be good. Let me go ahead and see what everyone's responses are right now. Audio is low, very low. Okay, can't hear. Okay, I'll raise it up right now. All right, let's go ahead and go. Oh, yes.
Bump her up a lot.
Okay, try that now.
Hello. Hello. Test 1, 2, 3. Test. Ichi-ni-san.
All right, let's see here. Accurate says that's better. Let's see. Better, a little more. There. Okay, so someone's saying there, a little bit better, a little more, better, good, a bit better.
All right. All right.
A little
Hello,
more? Okay,
hello.
yeah, I can raise it up a little bit more.
Hello,
Hopefully-
Team Mayo Gang. How's it going, y'all?
All right, let's see here. I think that perfect. Okay, everyone's saying that's good right now.
Perfect.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, cool. Oh, first of all, thank you so much, Trinity, for coming on to the live stream. It actually is, again, I always appreciate whenever the guests are able to make time in their busy schedule. I know we had you scheduled for last week, but I know you were busy, so I appreciate the fact that you were able to make the time to come on today's episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for inviting me.
No, okay, so first and foremost, so obviously we know, your call sign Trinity, but who are you and what, and these are sort of the questions I'm going to start off with, right? Who are you and how is it that you were able to get started in Airsoft?
All right. My call sign is Trinity. I don't know if we do real names on this or whatever,
you
but
can if you want to. It doesn't matter.
I go by Mary.
Okay.
Chef is my husband. We have been together for about 11 years, and he is the one who got me into Airsoft. So we actually met online through Omegle, which sounds
Omegle.
really weird. Super old school, like just random, like no dating website, just got on Omegle to have a conversation random one night, and we talked for 4.5 hours. So he we like dated online, and then he joined the Army, and then when he was done with the Army, he moved straight to Utah to live with me.
Okay.
And within that first year, he kind of brought up Airsoft and was like excited about it. And I'm super flexible and like to get into all sorts of things. So I was like, sure, like let's do it. And there was a Airsoft field nearby in Salt Lake, an indoor field. And so for his birthday, I want to say I kind of surprised him and like was like, all right, let's go. So we like, I want to say I think that was in June. His birthday's in June. And the March before that, we were in California and we visited the Airsoft GI store, and I bought my first gun. We got like a loadout for me. And
how many years ago was this?
Like got everything ready, and I shot a couple times boxes in our apartment, like just to get the feel for shooting a gun, because other than that I really had no experience with it. But I was excited. I was like, sure, like let's do it. I can go shoot people, I'll line them up, whatever you want. So yeah, we went to this Airsoft field, and I was hooked, honestly. Like it was a huge adrenaline rush, and I loved it. And I mean, I get pretty competitive, and so it was a good time. And since then, I've been just itching to keep playing more and getting more into it. And Steph is definitely the brain behind the builds and stuff, I guess you could say. Okay. He's the one who likes to like scour through everything, and he's like, what looks good, and he'll throw on movies and be like, oh, if there's anything you like let me know, like any kind of guns, like if it looks cool, let me know. Mm-hmm. And he kind of builds our builds for us, and I just let him know what I think looks cool, because I'm not as knowledgeable on that end of things, but I really like playing, and I think that's what's important here.
No, I would totally agree on that front as well. But you said that when you went to like Airsoft GI and you got like your first loadout and everything.
Yeah.
What year was that? Do you remember?
Ooh. Let's see. That was 2016.
Oh, wow. That was literally actually like 1 year before I actually started working for GI. I started working in for GI in 2017. So I just missed you guys coming in.
Yeah. It was March of 2016. My mom was a theater teacher, like a high school theater teacher, and she took her kids down for like performances at like Disneyland and whatever. So we tagged along as like chaperones and escaped for a day and drove to the store and just spent a few hours there. And
of course, as you do.
yeah, as you do. Like, why not? Spent a good amount of money and drove home with a bunch of airsoft guns and gear. It was great.
I love the juxtaposition of that imagery, right? Like on one end of the car, you have like a bunch of kids with like, or your mom, right, with like Disneyland paraphernalia, right, Disney stuff, and then airsoft guns.
Yeah, just a trunk full of like airsoft guns and like chest plates and magazines. I don't know what else we got. We got a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so so you've been playing for basically since 2016, about like 2016 then, right?
Yeah.
2016. Yeah, that's a good amount of years under your belt, honestly. For your first airsoft gun, what was actually your first airsoft gun or guns that you remember?
It was a KWA PTS. I know Chef talked about it. When he was
it the RM4, the recoil like KWA, and it had like the PTS Magpul receiver?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like okay. Like I nerded out with Chef on that one. Like, and I told him too, like to tell you, never get rid of that gun.
I never planned to, and I was really happy that we didn't have that with us when we were in California for BB Wars.
Oh my God,
if that had gotten taken, I would have been devastated.
For those of you guys that don't know, for any new reviewers, Chef Panikage and Trinity actually made it out to BB Wars Coastal Front with us and played with us at US Airsoft Field, which dope field if you guys are in the area. Just outside of Redlands. It's super dope in Anderson, California. But it was outside the hotel, right?
Yeah, it was outside our hotel in Reading. And like we had been out with you guys till just after midnight. So we had just got into the hotel after midnight. And sometime probably between when we got in and probably morning, honestly, somebody broke in through our back window and took our 2 gun bags. And shame on us for not taking them in. But I mean, we were getting ready to leave the next day. So,
you guys are tired too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but live and learn. Won't ever do it again.
No, I hear that. That's happened to me on several occasions. Actually, the first time that I ever went to Tac City, an indoor field. I don't know if you've ever been. First time I ever went to Tac City with some of my friends, right when we were first getting into airsoft, we had left a lot of our equipment, and we were kids at the time, right? Like we didn't really have like steady jobs. Like we're working part-time jobs at most, maybe, right? But a lot of our stuff was hand-me-down from basically our rich friends, right? And just stuff that we could scrounge together. But we had left all our gear, all our guns in the back of my homie's, I think it was an 89 Toyota Corolla. And if that sounds familiar to any of you people, it is. It is one of the easiest cars to break into. I'm not encouraging you to do it. I'm just saying, you knock on the door panel a little bit and the engine starts. It's just begging to be stolen. So, it was one of those cases, and all of our shit was taken out, and that was not fun. But no, I totally understand how that felt. Like just the devastation of like getting all your shit stolen. But I'm going a little ahead. When it came to like playing airsoft, I know that obviously like Chef was the one that kind of exposed you to it. How did he sell it to you, like as a hobby, or were you already like kind of like an athletic person that you just kind of wanted to try like different athletic style like sports or something?
I mean, honestly, like growing up and stuff, I had really been more on like the arts, like the theatrical arts side of things, like choir. I play the piano. I did theater. I sing. I did all that stuff. I mean, I've always loved sports, and like, I'm a big anime nerd, and
Same.
Watching all the sport animes actually got me into a few sports.
What's your favorite sports anime?
Tennis, I love baseball. Top 3 anime. Oh,
sports
put me on
anime
the
specifically, because you said you were a big fan of those, and I'm like curious to see what you say.
Top 3 sport anime?
Yeah.
Specifically? Oh, I mean, I've rewatched Haikyuu a couple times.
Yeah, Haikyuu's dope.
Prince of Tennis was like kind of one of those ones that kind of got me into it. And then there's kind of probably not as well known one. It's called Big Wind Up. It's a baseball one.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, they're all pretty good. Like, I'm a sucker for it, and I just want to play sports really well, and that gives me a glimpse into what I could be like if I practiced and were an anime character, but that's beside the point.
No, I totally feel that. I mean, if I had to give my top 3, because you shared yours, I'll share mine too. Haikyuu is definitely one of them. Like, this is actually my first time watching through it, and I'm like absolutely in love with it. I think it's fucking dope. Especially because I love that when shows are able, even if it's not anime, even regular shows, when they're able to actually like put together the idea of like putting out strategies and having it like be put into practice like during an actual match or a game. I always feel like that's always the most satisfying thing, especially when it like comes together. Haikyuu is one. I don't know if you saw Free. Was it Iwatobi Swim Club?
Oh yeah,
that
absolutely.
one. And then I don't know if you ever saw Skate the Infinity.
I haven't seen that one.
That one's good. It's a skateboarding anime, but it's fucking dope. Okay. It's insane.
It's added to my list of things. I'm always looking for things that I can watch without Chef, honestly. So sport animes are one of those things that I can get away with watching without him.
I highly recommend that one. That one's really, really fun. But no, I get what you're saying too. When you said that you were always wanted to be good at sports, but you were always more like inclined to like the performing arts or something like that. It's actually cool that you said that you play piano. I actually also play piano as well. I play piano. I play bass guitar, and I actually did have a very big passion for theater as well. I used to do a lot of theater, especially in high school. Oh, before we continue, Darwin's Arbiter with a $5 donation. Thank you, man. Again, if you guys want to support the channel directly, make sure to go ahead and shop at Airsoft GI, especially with all the promos we got going on right now. Again, $50 order, place for $9.30, you get 5 entries. $100 Airsoft gun order, place for $9.30, you get 10 entries. Just saying. But thank you for the $5 donation. And he says, Girls und Panzer is a sports anime. Prove me wrong. He's not wrong. If you haven't seen that one. Yeah, that one is not wrong.
He's absolutely right.
But no, I totally get that. Like, and Airsoft, I feel like that's one of the things I like about Airsoft, and I don't know if you agree with me on this, where because it's so easily accessible to so many different types of people, it doesn't matter if you're like a naturally like gifted athlete or not. Anyone can theoretically be good at Airsoft.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I think Airsoft is one of those things that, well, I think that's one of those things with anything, honestly, is when you practice or you play more, you're going to get better at it.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree. Remember, guys, raw talent is nothing without practice. Just saying, just throwing that out there. Okay, so 2016, you got your first Airsoft gun. Chef was able to go and turn you on to it, and yeah, like it sounds like a really good experience so far. But what was your first time playing? Like, what field did you guys play at, and how were you feeling going into the first game?
Okay, so we played at Milsom City Airsoft in Utah. They had an indoor field in Salt Lake City, just like right across from our state fair park.
Okay.
And they had to close that down due to some like fire regulations, but they have an outdoor field now that they're just getting back into starting up games. So we're hoping we can get out there again. But honestly, I was scared out of my mind. I was so nervous. I was like, I have shot a pistol in our house like once. Like, I have no knowledge of anything whatsoever. I'm going into this totally blind, just banking on that I'm gonna do something cool, just going for it, like fake it till you make it kind of thing.
Of course, you gotta like just psych yourself up for it.
Yeah, totally, just psyching myself up for it, doing like the test fire to make sure our guns were shooting at the right FPS. Just so nervous, like dry mouth, just so scared. I mean, girls aren't super prevalent in it, like in the sport, and they're getting there. But I was nervous. I was like, I'm going to be the only girl there. They're going to think I suck. They're going to get mad at me that I suck.
That's understandable, I guess, especially when you're, like with a person, like, again, a woman who like is not represented in Airsoft very well, right? There's just, especially at the time, I believe 2016, when you said, I don't think there were too many girls, at least U.S. stateside, that were actually playing Airsoft. Not yet, anyway. Yeah,
I'm definitely seeing a lot more in the community now, but so yeah, I was scared, super nervous, but first game started. I think I played pretty like reserved, honestly. Like at BB Wars, I was going out there. I was like, whatever. Like the worst thing that's going to happen is I get shot. Who cares? I'm going to have a good time.
You thought you were playing reserved. That's kind of interesting because Chef was saying when I had him on 2 weeks ago, he was saying that you were doing very, very well. He was actually really impressed with the level of skill that you were actually playing and just the like, okay, I'm just going to go straight into it.
I was just playing out in my own little head, like how cool can I be just pretending that I know everything. So, but I felt like I was playing pretty reserved, like just trying to like push any kind of objective that I can. Just going for it. The game I remember the most, because they had like maybe 3 or 4 games that we played. The last game we played was zombies. So they turned out the whole, like all the lights. It was like a warehouse.
Yeah.
So they turned out all the lights. They had like emergency exits and things like that. But we were like trying to get through the course with like a group of people who were separated into groups. And I was leading the back of our line, and I'm checking the back every so often, like making sure there's no zombies coming up on us. And
are they coming to get me?
And I turn around, and there's a guy probably like 10 feet away from me. And he's like, as soon as I see him, he like guns it for me. And I just like mow him down.
Good.
As I like right after I shot him, he touches me, and I was like, I got you first. Like my heart was racing. I was like, oh no, you don't. Like, you ain't getting me. I ain't turning into no zombie.
I ain't getting turned into no zombie tonight.
And like I said, it was just a good time. It was that adrenaline rush is like nothing else, and like it's just those endorphins, and just like you go home and like I was exhausted, and like my legs were fucking sore. Like
I imagine you went to bed like a baby that night.
Oh yeah, like you don't realize that in the moment, like you're just out there having a good time. And like when we were done, I was like, I'm beat, I'm done. But man, that was a blast. Like, when do we do it again? And honestly, since then, I keep bringing it up to Chef. I'm like, hey, like, I want to open my own airsoft field, like indoor, outdoor, whatever. Honestly, at this point, like, we don't have enough here. Like, I want to be able to play whenever I want to play. So that's something that I continuously keep bringing up, and like I'm looking into, and like looking at land and buildings. I'm like, that would be a good place. Because I want to play whenever I want to play. I want to go out if it's midnight and shoot whatever I want to. And it doesn't matter.
No, that's freaking cool. I didn't know that you were actually striving to, or had aspirations to actually become a field owner. That's actually freaking sick. Honestly, yeah, I really hope that. I wish you the best of luck, honestly, in that regard. I would love to see, again, Airsoft as a community, right? We need to see more expansion. We need to go out and see more people. And again, opening up another field, yeah, that's definitely like something that can get more people into it, especially if it's like local to someone. It's a very easy way to get more people into the hobby. But that's freaking dope. So all it took was like one time, and you were hooked then.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a big part of it is like for me, it was a way. I mean, I feel like guns in general is such like a fragile topic, I guess, especially nowadays. And I want it to be a way to like teach people not just to have fun playing airsoft, but like actual gun safety, and like introducing it as a way to like not be stupid with real guns, but to just have fun and good sportsmanship, and getting out and getting active, and just making it acceptable to like have a good time shooting fake guns, rather than all of this just negativity about these school shootings and everything like that, because that's so sad. But like directing that energy into a positive way, you know what I mean?
No, I get it. Like, it definitely is hard, especially like topical, right? Because again, like, it's one of those things where they do look like real firearms, so a lot of people might have reservations about it, especially parents. As someone who works at an actual retail store for Airsoft Civic, and I've been working in the industry since 2017, 6 years, I believe. It can be tough, and it can be like concerning for a parent. Like, they don't want anything bad happen to their kids. But no, that's definitely, Airsoft has always been a great way to teach responsibility, and teach, like, to an extent, like, gun handling skills. Again, to an extent, obviously, very big difference between airsoft.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
firearms. But it definitely, like, gets them a little bit more open to the idea. And we find that, again, a lot of people that I know that actually work for real gun shops, you know, they see kids, and I mean, like, you know, maybe 18-year-olds coming in, or even younger, right? And they know their way around an actual firearm. And then when they ask, like, oh, how are you so familiar with this? They're like, oh, I play airsoft, right? So it's not a direct translation, but it definitely helps in that regard. Before we continue, I want to go and give a shout out to a couple people. Nico got himself 5 entries. Mark got himself additional 5 entries. Chris got himself 5 entries. James got himself 5 entries. Chris again with the 5 entries. Ronald also got himself the 5 entries. They took advantage of the $50 order, getting themselves the 5 extra entry into the shopping spree giveaway. However, Chris gets himself 20 entries because he bought 2 airsoft guns. He placed 2 orders, 1 for an airsoft gun each. So make sure that you take Chris's example, follow his example, and get as many entries as you can into the shopping spree giveaway. Remember, these deals are only going to last till 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So once that deal is over, once that time slot's it, that deal is over. Also, Darktree, my man, he got himself 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway. Ryan as well. Ryan again with another 5 entries. And Sean got himself the 10 entries. He just bought himself a $100 airsoft gun. Guys, make sure that you take advantage. Again, these promos are not going to last forever. Once 9:30 hits, that's it. That's over. These guys are not coming back. All right, so I'm going to ask a few more questions if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, so, you've played your first airsoft game, and you have your own gear and everything. What would you say right now, currently, because, again, you've been playing since 2016, and you've had a lot of time to develop your skills, and, again, obviously there's always room for more improvement for everyone, right?
Absolutely.
Things can always change, but what would you say right now is, like, sort of your play style? Do you have any sort of specialties, or, like, do you specialize in one field more than the other? Like, just sort of, like, it's kind of insight on there. Like, what would you say, like, what type of player are you?
I mean, I would like to think I'm more of like an all-around player. Like, I like to be really flexible and kind of just play to like what like the needs are, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I would pride myself in saying that I like to stay flexible and open-minded about what I'm doing. Like obviously, like for BB Wars, we ran the MK1. Like I have the Ronin 47. I ran that at the last event we went to before BB Wars. Mm-hmm. That was last year. And then, you know, I had my Bloody Arms pistol for the last 2 games we played. So, I mean, I don't know. I honestly, like, I don't know that I really can, like, say I have, like, a true style or anything like that. I just like to go out and, like, push for the objectives. And definitely I've come out of my shell a little bit more and being a little bit more of an aggressive player, because otherwise I really do think of myself as reserved and, like, kind of like that thinky type, liking to, like, lurk and, like, wait for people and just get them, like, unknowingly. But really I've tried to develop being a little bit more aggressive to just get out there and, like, just get as many people as I can and help out in the ways that I can, and, like, be more of, like, I guess a support to help other people's, like, reach, because I'm not as athletic. I don't think, like, I couldn't run a mile if in, like, 6 minutes, like, no way, like, give me, like, an hour, sure. But you want me to work in a bakery for 9 hours, 12 hours? You want me to make bread? Absolutely. Like, I'll make hundreds of loaves of bread.
Oh my God.
But, like, lift 1,000 pounds, pull 2,000 pounds, sure. But, like, run a mile, I'll pass. Thank you.
No, I get. I will say I definitely agree to the fact that, like you say, you find yourself being a little bit more aggressive. I do remember specifically you and I were, like, defending, and, like, again, you're more of an objective player, kind of like me, right? I definitely remember us holding down that objective for quite a while, because that game was long. That initial game
a really long game.
Really long. I love how a lot of the opposition on the Rebel side. I just love the fact that it's like they went through so much of their BBs, they ran out. They just ran out of BBs.
Yeah. Like, thankfully, I I had like a backpack on my chest rig, and like I had the BBs, the extra BBs with me, and like the speed loader with me. So I was like, I think I refilled my mags twice, honestly, in that first game. And poor Chef was out there pulling out his finger guns. So, you know, I kind of hogged that ammo for that one. But
I mean, hey, you were able to defend that objective. That's at the end of the day, that is all that all that matters, right?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
No, that's cool. Okay, so like so going back, you definitely find yourself being more of an aggressive player. That's like kind of like I guess your natural thing, right? Like, but you are mostly objective based. Do you find that there are certain platforms you gravitate more towards others when it comes to airsoft guns specifically?
I mean, I go based off a lot of like the look of things.
Okay.
And like aesthetics. So like for me, honestly, and the most aesthetically pleasing is like for me personally is probably more the M4 style.
Okay.
And like, I mean the KWA, the PTS, my first gun, it's a pretty heavy gun.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely got some heft to it.
It's heavy, and so I mean that being the first thing I ran, I've definitely tried to go a little bit more lightweight than that since then, because you know, carrying that around for a whole game, like that, it's a lot. It's a lot.
No, I get it. Like that can definitely weigh down and like definitely increase the level of like tiredness you do get and fatigue that you have. Especially again, if you were to run that for like, can you imagine having to run that PTS, that KWA for the first game of BB Wars?
Man, I would have been just totally dead. Like I probably would have just let that hang on my sling and it just ran the bloody arms, honestly, at that point.
So when you see players like myself or other guys, right, like other people running like say a 249 or an LMG, does that at all interest you, or are you just like, man, fuck that?
No, honestly, like I would literally play with anything. I would pick up and play with anything. Everyone's builds, I'm like, man, that's so cool. like wow, that looks great. Like their build looks awesome, and like all the upgrades everybody does. And I think my knowledge of the actual guns is just so limited at this point. Like I just have more of like the playing experience that like if Chef put a gun in my hands, like, here, Trinity, I run with this, I'll be like, you got it, boss.
You're just gonna go with whatever he gives you.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of it recently has just been like, well, what looks cool, and so it, like I said, it really is more of like an aesthetic thing. So I'm not really looking at the type, like what type of gun it is. Naturally, like I said, I've just gravitated more towards like the M4 styles for like aesthetically pleasing, and that's different to everyone what they find that they like, just the look of things. And you know, like, how do you call like a gun like, oh, that looks cool, that looks pretty, or like, oh, that's super sleek? Like it's going to be different for everyone. So and like other than that, like being influenced just from like things we've watched. So like Sword Art Online had a season of like gun gales.
Yeah,
so they were
the second season when Kirito went into Gun Gale Online. No, that was pretty hilarious. Like, again, like seeing him like switch over from like, oh, this whole fantasy now to like guns. Here's a 5.7.
Yeah, so then they had like an offshoot of that of DGO Gun Gale Online, and
that was
the
honestly
main character he has a P90. So I'm like sure, like I think that'd be cool to run like a P90 and just
it is to an extent. From personal experience,
it's
cool, it's fun, but man, oh man, those feeding sometimes this can be a problem. It depends on the P90 you get, and finding magazines too that are like supposed to be compatible. That's I have one, and like, man, is it a pain. But no, honestly, like I'm gonna say, like, I actually prefer Gun Gale Online. I much more preferred that to the actual main show. Maybe it's just because I don't like Kirito.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's kind of a whiny little bitch, but
okay, I wasn't gonna go that far, but yeah, tell me how you feel.
No, but yeah, Chef and I were watching like a video on the P90, and it does look like a little specific, and like, you know, like like it has its own like quirks and things like that. So it definitely would be something that would be like a specialized, like more of like a cosplay like build rather than like an actual, what's the word I'm looking for, like functional, I guess.
Something practical to actually use, like your go-to.
Like practical, for sure.
All right, guys, before we continue any further, again, I want to give a reminder to everyone. Again, make sure to take advantage of the promos we have going on. Remember, any $50 order that you place before 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, today, like now, we'll get you 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway, and that's going to be for $1,200. Also, if you want to go ahead and increase your odds even more, make sure to order an $100 airsoft gun. Again, or it could be higher, right? You can order yourself something like any one of the Pit Vipers or the new MGC4 Mark IIs. We just got the main shipment in, so those are going to be pre-orders are already starting to ship out. But we have them available as well. If you want to get the solid black or the black and bronze, the two-tone, that's my favorite one. We also have them available in combos as well. Again, literally any airsoft gun, $100 or more, order it before 9:30. You get 10 chances to win $1,200. That's like the easiest prize pot that you guys can go ahead and get. It's so easy to get entered. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and ask a few more questions. Don't want to take up too much more of your time.
Oh, yeah.
But, okay, so let's see. What have we gone over so far? What's this? Okay, it's Playstyle. Okay, so I guess like one of the biggest ones that I actually had like kind of a curious thing now, right? Or something that I'm more curious about from your perspective. Again, because you are a woman that plays Airsoft, right? Do you feel that it has gotten better for girls to actually start playing Airsoft now? Do you feel like it's a little bit like less scary now? Or do you feel like there's still like kind of intimidating? And what can be done, I guess, in Airsoft to kind of help bring more people? Because I want to bring in more people regardless of gender, regardless of age, regardless of pretty much everything, social status. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I just want more people to play.
Yeah, we just want people to play. I definitely think it has become less scary. I mean, there's a lot more of an online presence for female players and not just like... I mean, I don't want to say this, but like sexualizing the sport, but like
hey, we can get as real as you want to be. So hey, if you got shit to say, by all means say it.
Yeah. So, and I mean, I do see a lot of that where it's females are like sexualizing the sport, which like is cool, like whatever, like, but I feel like it's gotten like even more than that. Like they're genuinely like out, like playing, like attending games and events and things like that, and like really like being serious about it. And honestly, I think with how like progressive the times have been, like I think everybody's just more chill about it. And I think one of the biggest things that helps with that is just realizing that regardless of who's there, male, female, he, she, they, we, them, whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're there because they want to have a good time. And like, and if they're new, the best thing that we can do is like, just like be kind and like, offer help and be like, if you have questions, like let me know, and like not being pressured, because at the end of the day, like we're there to have fun. Like nobody's like betting on anything. Like we're not losing out on anything by being there. Like if somebody fucks up or does poorly or anything like that, to not shoot him down, but to be like hey, like good effort, and like give them tips, and like, or even just compliment him and be like, hey, like way to just push for that, like, and I think that's one of the biggest things for me is like, I'm there and like, I want to do a good job, and just making like, knowing that everybody else is there for the same thing, and they're there to help me be successful, rather than just be like, oh man, like look at this crazy bitch, like she doesn't know what she's doing, like
what the fuck,
like honestly, help me out, like tell me what I can do
that way
to be better.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know, and I think that's more of like a personal, like people pleaser, like anxiety thing on my end, rather than other people actually caring. But just like opening that door of like a friendship and kindredship and community, and just being like, yeah, like we're here to just have a good time, like let's go get them, like it doesn't matter male, female, like let's just have a good time, and bringing that community and kindredship to the games.
No, I 100% agree. By the way, guys, sorry if I'm not like facing the camera. The second monitor, for whatever reason, just fucking cut out on me. Give me one second. Fucking technology, man. I swear to God, it like works one day, it fails on me the next. I don't know. I just think computers hate me, man.
It's either perfect, saving lives, or like we're about to start the apocalypse because it doesn't want to work.
It doesn't want to work. I asked for simple things. Hold on, let me see if I can try to fix the monitor. It was working just great. I think it just fucking died on me. Hold on. Come on. Okay, that should be all that's required. All right, if I can't get it to work, don't worry. I can just do without it. But ideally, I would have both monitors right now. Okay, I think I got it. That should have not done anything. Cool, great, love you, computer. God dang it. Hold on. Okay, cool. That should be it. Just make sure that's pulling correctly. Okay. All right, we're back. Okay, so no, I totally get what you're saying. Oh, don't want to show that. I totally get what you're saying in regards to, like, you know, be kind, especially when you see like a newer player or maybe someone that you don't normally see, even if they're not like the best player in the world. Because let's be real, like no one realistically goes onto the airsoft field and is like, you know, an absolute god tier like fucking operator or like John Wick on the field. Yeah. Maybe some people are, but very few, right? So it's always important to be able to have that like level of like, I guess, approachability, being able to like kind of give them comments or like make them feel welcomed, right? Because at the end of the day, if they don't feel welcomed at the field, why the fuck would they keep coming back, right? And we just lost another potential airsofter.
Yeah, it's like bro, like you can be good, you can be god tier, but like don't be a dick about it. Like don't you want good competition? Like, are these people not gonna, like, if you don't treat them right from the beginning, then they're not going to come back. You're never going to have anybody to play with. Like you said, it's just we want people to show up. We want people to be there. We want to build the community. And if we can't like be kind to new players and like reach out like friendly advice or like good sportsmanship, things like that, then it's never going to build. Like we're never going to have a better community. We're never going to like see more players of all types,
No, absolutely, 100%. That has always been my biggest goal. Like, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Like, my biggest goal, if there's one thing that I want to contribute to in the airsoft community as a whole, it's one, making newer players feel like they with these streams, right, that I do, with these Q&A streams that I do. I always try to make sure that like newer players feel like they have a place to ask their questions and not be made fun of, right? Because that was something that I dealt with a lot when I was like first starting to get into airsoft. I had a ton of questions, right? Because not everything was readily available. Like not all this information that GI puts out, it wasn't always like super easy to access, which has been our main like kind of, I guess, goal now, is to make all this shit as easy to understand as we possibly can and as simplified as we can possibly make it without like giving wrong information. I want players to have that. I want players to have the experience that, I didn't always get. I got it from a few good players, absolutely, and those players definitely made a huge impact on me, but I want that to be at a more widespread like type of effect, and I want everyone to have that feeling of like, hey, a sense of community. I don't have to worry about being made fun of for asking a question, right? Because nothing hurts more than like you genuinely have a question because of something you don't know. You ask the question, and then someone either like just blows up on you, or they just make fun of you. Like that fucking sucks.
Yeah, we don't want that. I don't want that.
Yeah, no one does.
No, and honestly, and being a female, like that's even more of a concern, and I think that might be part of why like I haven't taken more of an initiative to like get into the more like technical side of like making my own builds and doing my own upgrades and things like that, because it's just like I don't even know where to start. And like I pride myself in being a handy person.
Sure.
Like if I can fix it myself, I'm gonna fix it myself. Like,
are you generally like technically inclined? Like, are you comfortable like doing like work on your car? Like, say if you needed to do an oil change or change your tire, you'd be feeling very comfortable doing that.
Not that I've had to, but if somebody shows me once, like I'd be able to do it. Like, and I very confidently think that I'm very much a visual learner, and like I said, if you show me once, I'm going to be able to do it, and I'll do it well, and I'll do it again. And I think about the way things work, and so that's how I look at things and trying to build or fix or anything like that is all right. Like, well, where does this go, and what does this do? Like, I'm a bakery manager, and so like we have a whole bunch of equipment, and a lot of times it's like,
Shit
okay,
fails.
well, how can I fix this? Like, what can I do? And I enjoy doing things like that. So I know that I would enjoy getting into the technical side of airsoft. Just taking that first step of, okay, like, what do I do? Like, what's good? Like, what are we looking for? Because I want to do it, and I want to like be cool and like have cool things to show and say like, yeah, I did this myself. Like, I did this. Like, Chef who? This is all Trinity.
No, yeah, no, I get that. There is definitely a point of pride that people, even myself too, right? The very first time I actually ever opened up and worked on my 249, even though I had like our old tech Taylor, like what? Because again, he's my best friend, right? Even though he was watching me do it, he didn't really do any of the work. It was all me the first time that I worked on it, right? And I felt like the point of pride that I had the first time that I like swapped out like a gear set on my own, and like even though my shimming job, I'm not gonna lie, my shimming job was probably fucking atrocious. It was enough to like function, but like I definitely could have done a lot better. But considering that was my first time, I was proud as fuck that like, hey, I took this apart and I put it back together and it still fires. Like obviously the very next day when I played with, or the very next like time that I played with it after the initial time, like I think 2 weeks from that day, I blew out the bearings, but you know, I still was able to get it to function, and that was such a big moment of pride for me. Or even when it comes to like kits too, when I put together like, because I do a lot of like impression kits or inspired by loadouts, right? So I'll try to look like certain fucking units, not 100% because I'm not, that's a little too much to spend on airsoft if I'm being real. But I do have points of pride with a lot of the collections that I have, whether it be for like loadouts that I put together or even just the guns by themselves. The fact that I like collecting unique stuff, I like having that as a point of pride. But honestly, Trinity, like if it comes down to like knowing where to start on teching your stuff, I mean, I'm sure Chef can always like be super helpful because I know he's familiar too. But if you ever want to like, I mean, you always know that this is a safe space, right? At the end of the day, Airsoft GI is a safe space. You can always go ahead and reach out to us and be like, hey, I want to start upgrading my gun. What would you suggest, right? Like, I can definitely give you recommendations. I'm sure Cisco can do the same thing. Anyone, like our tech help chat in our Discord is always like on top of it. So if you ever have any questions, and if you guys, and this goes for anyone, if any of you guys have any questions and you guys want advice on where to start on airsoft teching, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and DM us, Instagram, Facebook, even our Discord. Like I said, if you want to hit us up on the tech chat, you can do that as well, and we will happily get you guys taken care of, because we want you guys to start upgrading, because there's a lot of potential that a lot of these airsoft guns have that people just don't unlock it because they're afraid, or they don't want to look dumb by asking a question. You guys are not dumb. You guys are not dumb by asking those questions. Trinity, that applies to you too. You're not dumb for not knowing or even being scared. That's totally understandable. I would understand in your position why you would feel that way, but I want everyone to know right now that you guys have an absolutely free space to go ahead and ask those questions. That is what we want you guys to do.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are great, and honestly, just meeting you guys in person, like, I mean, having watched you guys on like the live streams and everything like that, like, you guys are like seem like kind of celebrities, like
the fuck.
And I don't know if that's weird to say, but like meeting you guys in person at BB Wars, like all of you are so chill, so kind, down to earth, just like real, and you make it a really welcoming community for everybody, and that alone is just like one thing to keep us coming back to Airsoft GI, because because of you guys,
No, that actually means a lot, honestly, because that's something we always do worry about too, is like how we're perceived. Obviously, yeah, like I could see it, especially, I don't know about the celebrity part. I could see that for Cisco and even Boaz. I definitely wouldn't see that for me though, if I'm being real. But no, I am glad to hear that we are making this community seem a lot more approachable, because that's really our biggest goal at the end of the day. We definitely want to make sure that, if you're a new player, go to GI, right? They're going to get you taken care of. We're going to get you taken care of. We're going to make sure that you have all the right, relevant information. We're not just going to sell you some shit just because, like, we happen to make more money off it. Obviously, yeah, we're a business. We want to make money. We honestly want everyone's business. But we're not going to go ahead and, like, sell you random crap just because, again, we want a quick buck. We're going to try to give you as much relevant information as we possibly can to keep you playing for as long as you can and to have a good experience the entire time. Well, Trinity, actually, we went past the 30 minutes that I allotted for that. I mean, honestly,
Sorry,
thank you so
man.
much. No, that was my fault. I just had a ton of questions that I wanted to ask you, but honestly, thank you so much once again for joining me on the live stream. I actually really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, seriously. Thank you for inviting me. I feel like kind of inferior in my airsoft knowledge, but like I said, I'm hooked on it and I really love it, and I just want people to get involved and get out there and play and keep shopping at Airsoft GI, because obviously, like, you guys are the coolest. You take care of us, so thank you.
No,
Thank you.
it's honestly thanks again, like to you, to every one of the mods and everyone in the Mayo Gang and every like one that supports GI, everyone that shops GI. We wouldn't be here. Again, we've been here for 20 years, right? We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys. So again, these promos that we give out, like and these giveaways that we do, that's all for you guys, right? We all want to make sure that we're giving back to the community because the community's been able to keep us alive, right? That's literally thanks to, obviously, yeah, we put in hard work for it, but it's thanks to the support of you guys that we've been able to go ahead and stay alive for 20 years. And honestly, we're banking on like another 20 and another 20 after that. Airsoft GI, never gonna die. Mayo Gang, never gonna die. So thank you again, Trinity, for coming on the stream. I really appreciate you taking the time to join me on the stream. Hopefully you can go ahead and hopefully you can stick around in the chat if you want to. But other than that, thank you so much, and I will see you on the next time.
Thanks, Isaias. Have a good one.
You too. Take it easy. All right, guys. Again, everyone, go ahead and give a round of applause for Trinity. She was an absolute champ on tonight's stream. I know we normally do the entire live stream, but I didn't want to go ahead and take up too much time. And for every previous guest that I've had, I am so sorry for taking up the 2 hours of your time. I know you guys did it out of the goodness of your heart, and I appreciate that. But that's going to be basically like the new format from now on. If you guys have any suggestions for that as well, you can go ahead and like kind of leave us a feedback if you guys want to in the live chat or in the feedbacks chat in our Discord channel. But, guys, I want to go and give another reminder again, guys. Ronald, I want to give you a shout out because you placed another order and you got yourself the 5 entries in the shopping spree giveaway, those 5 extra entries. But not too many people have been taking advantage. Not too many people, not too many entries. Again, that's kind of good for everyone that's on the fence about it right now. If you guys are watching, not too sure, not 100% sold, now is definitely the time because there's not too many entries, which means your odds are really fucking good. Like really fucking good. Remember, any $50 order that you place before 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you're going to get 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? You place a $20 order, you're going to get 1 entry, and that's totally fine. You got your chance in. However, for just like an extra $30 more, you get 4 extra chances on top of that initial one. Why not? You might as well go and take advantage. Look, here's the thing. We're all airsofters, right? We got to pick up BBs. We got to get green gas. We all need batteries and chargers. You might as well go ahead and stack up now while you can and separate that into multiple orders so you can get as many entries as possible, right? That's kind of the big brain move. But if you want to go ahead and pick up your first airsoft gun, or you just, maybe looking at that MGC4 right here, that delicious, delectable, tasty Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II, right? I'm just saying, you might as well go ahead and pick it up. And again, we actually have coupon codes available right now. Remember, use coupon code 20th, that's 20TH, for 10% off your order. And that can apply towards literally anything, as long as it's not a shocker deal, right? So, Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II, $315. First of all, that's a fucking insane price for what you're getting. That is an insane... This is essentially a custom gun, right? We built this gun to our specifications to be the most efficient and reliable setup that you could possibly get out of an airsoft gun, right? And we did it. We absolutely did it. And for $315, that's fucking cheap. That is fucking cheap for what you're actually getting. So highly recommend you go ahead and pick that up, right? But you get it even cheaper when you use coupon code 20th. However, if say you're not picking up an airsoft gun, right? Say you want to go ahead and pick up like a helmet or something, right? Maybe a plate carrier, maybe a chest rig, whatever it might be. If it's anything considered tactical gear within this tactical gear section right here, use coupon code GEAR, spelled GEAR. Use that at checkout to get 20% off your order if it's for tactical gear. Clothing, plate carriers, chest rig, helmet, goggles, face mask, literally anything tactical gear, you can get 20% off when you use that coupon code. So use coupon code GEAR at checkout for 20% off gear. Also, use coupon code 20BD to get 20% off accessories. Again, that can be like magazines. If you want to go ahead and pick up maybe an optic, right? Maybe like want to pick up a nice little red dot. Anything that's considered an accessory, or maybe even BBs or green gas too, right? That also counts, batteries and chargers. You can get 20% off of that when you use coupon code 20BD, as in birthday. Makes sense, right? All right, guys, now that we are done with the interview portion of the live stream, now we're going to be moving on to the Q&A portion. I do apologize for anyone that tuned in and wasn't too sure what exactly was going on, but yes, we are still doing the Q&A section. We're going to be starting that right now. So if you guys have any questions at all regarding Airsoft, you're looking for recommendations, Maybe you want to ask me personal questions or something. If you want to know more about me, I'm down. I'm game. I'm an open book. So you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and ask your question. Just make sure to please put a Q in front, like literally the letter Q in front of your question. That way I can go ahead and easily distinguish it, and it's not going to get lost as easily. You guys are more than welcome to ask your question more than once if I miss your question. However, just try not to spam, please. No one appreciates that. And without further ado, let's go ahead and ask some questions. All right, this one comes from Airsoft info. Any news on the Airsoft laws? Regarding the Airsoft regulations. So we actually posted a video, I believe, last week, giving an update on the Airsoft regulations, or the regulations on any replica firearms. It's been pushed back. We were able to garner enough support that it's been pushed back. However, it's not off the table entirely. We are currently still keeping an eye on it. So the minute we notice any update or any major involvements regarding the regulations, whether it's going to come back on the table or if it's going to be revised, whatever it may be, we will keep tabs on it and we will be letting everyone know as soon as we find out. But as of right now, it's been pushed back, but not forever. It's not been defeated. It's just we won the battle, but we didn't win the war. So just throwing that out there. Not that it's even like a war. What am I saying? I'm over dramatizing it, but still. It is very important that we keep tabs on this, and we're going to keep doing so. Okay, let's see. Jim the Mad Viking got another question. Best way to carry extra magazines and other gear as a sniper? Honestly, so bear in mind, I am going to be a little limited to answer this question because my versions of a snipers are DMRs, right? I usually don't like to rock the bolt actions just because, again, DMRs are so much more convenient for me. Follow-up shots are a lot faster, but to the best of my knowledge and from what I've asked around from snipers guys that use bolt actions that are in the reconnaissance role, similar to me, but again, since I'm using DMR, we actually have a lot of overlap when it comes to our mentality. It's make sure that you're wearing a rig. A rig is always going to be the best thing that you can do for yourself. Plate carriers are fine, but they're too bulky, they're too cumbersome, and honestly kind of unnecessary, especially if you're running a reconnaissance or a recce build of some kind. Plate carriers can sometimes get in the way. Rocking a chest rig is definitely the name of the game, man. So, you can rock something okay, let's see here. Obviously, depends on the platform you have, too. Let's see here. Let's go chest rigs, right? Let's say we click on chest rigs. Let me give an example here. Okay, let's see one that already has some pouches already pre-installed. Okay, so this is just an example, right? You can use pretty much anything. Because if I remember correctly, most sniper magazines are fairly small. You can use something like this, like a recon chest rig, right? And even though it's meant for 5.56, as long as the magazine is smaller than the overall dimensions of a 5.56 magazine, you could theoretically still use it. Obviously, the size of the magazine is going to determine how well it fits in the pocket, but you can use something as simple as this and you're done, right? And use all this space just to carry extra magazines. Maybe a speed loader already preloaded with BBs because you don't want to drop your BBs as you're loading them up, right? That's kind of frustrating because then you end up wasting BBs. But you can use something like that. What do I use normally? Sometimes I'll use my Wosport chest rig, right? But you can also again, I'll use something like this, right? Something like that. Again, it's normally meant for 5.56, but again, you can put other magazines in there. Usually, what I like to do, see if I can find it. Even going with something as simple as okay, I know these AK chest rigs are old, right? Obviously, yes. But man, do they function very well. Man, do they, they're still in use to this day. People still use these, AK-style chest rigs or these old-school rigs because they're comfy, they work very well, and they're cheap. I mean, look at that price, $32.99, right? Just grab one of those, and you can stuff, especially if it's an AK, pouch. AK pouches are massive. You can stuff a lot of shit in an AK pouch, right? Especially if it's bolt-action sniper magazines. If your mags aren't that big, you can stuff a fuck ton of them in there, right? Absolutely, highly recommend it. And you can use the other pouches for tools, maybe the BBs and the speed loader, whatever you might have, right? Extra utility is always kind of nice if you are running a legit reconnaissance style loadout, right? That's kind of my mentality behind it. Utility for other stuff, you don't need plate carriers, nothing too big. All right, let's see what else we got. Let me go and open up another one. Why not we? All right, let's see here. And here's we carry a prison pocket. Okay, Glenn Wade asks, do you have to do anything special with your order to get the entries? Absolutely not. It is automatic, Glenn. To answer your question, more specifically, anything that you order from Airsoft GI, as long as it's $20 or more, it has a $20 price tag and up, and you place that order, you're automatically getting an entry into the shopping spree giveaway that's going to be happening, right? So, for example, any orders placed, let's say last Thursday, right? As soon as the live stream giveaway was done and the name of the winner was announced, as soon as that live stream was done, all the orders from that point on, from 6:30 on, are going to count towards the next following shopping spree giveaway, towards the next live stream, right? So you don't have to do anything special for it. It's automatically, we look at all the order numbers that have that amount or higher, right? Now, specifically during my live streams, right, I like to go ahead and give extra promos. Again, just more opportunities for people to get as many chances as possible of winning. People have actually won. Like Real Wild was able to go ahead and win like a little over $3,000. I think it was like $3,100 if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong about that. But yeah, he was able to win $3,000 because he was able to take advantage of the promos that I had going on during my live stream. And again, the promos being right now, $50 order, you place that before 9:30, and you're going to get 5 chances of winning, right? But it's only during this live stream. It's only during the time frame you have, which is only 55 minutes, right? That actually, time flew by really fast. 55 minutes left, right? So a little less than an hour. Same thing goes for the one underneath. Any order for a $100 airsoft gun, right? It can be any $100 or more. So it can be a gas-like pistol, it can be a bolt-action sniper rifle, an AEG, a shotgun. Doesn't matter. As long as it's an airsoft gun, it's $100 or more. You place the order before 9:30, like right now, Pacific Standard Time, you will be getting 10 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. That's 10 chances of winning. And that prize pot is huge. $1,200, $1,200. That is insane. Insane. All right, let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, Chef Panakage asks, for a Milsim loadout, how essential do you consider a sidearm? Depends on the loadout itself, Chef. I would say it's pretty handy, honestly. I would say I usually like to give it a recommendation if you don't want to carry a bunch of extra magazines on you, right? Logistically, it can be a little more difficult because now you, as a regular player, or if you're a newer guy, right, and you're trying to get into it and you want to carry a sidearm, it is more money that you're going to have to spend on a holster or some type of retention system for your sidearm, and then now you got to worry about the magazines for that as well, and also green gas. But if you're willing to put up with that, then yeah, I would actually recommend it. It can be very handy, especially if you're playing in a more urban environment, like say Georgia Air Force Base, or if you're traveling to different venues like different military training bases, Garden Center, right? All those places have their indoors sections or CQB style segments, right? So having a sidearm to help properly clear buildings because it's so compact is a really good tactic to use, and something that a lot of guys on my team will do. Hell, even I'll do it, right? Because clearing buildings with LMGs, I can do it. I don't like to recommend it. Also, I don't want to have to full auto someone that close. I try my best not to. I will only do it, and I try to use it sparingly. And I always try to go for body shots. I never truly try to aim for headshots, but it is what it is, right? So having a sidearm is very helpful. Gnarls, what's the promos? Gnarls, good question. Promos right now. Any $50 order placed before 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you get 5 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. Every order for an airsoft gun that's $100 or more placed before 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you get 10 chances of winning the $1,200 shopping spree giveaway. So, Jai Lather, how much does your 249 weigh? My personal 249, I believe we clocked it in at 22 pounds right now, 22 something. I mean, it might be 22 point something. But yeah, rounding to the nearest, it's going to be 22 pounds. 22 pounds. Okay, let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing any more questions. Promo codes. Okay, so if you guys want to go ahead and, again, we actually do have some coupon codes that are available right now. So, first coupon code 20th. I'll go ahead and type that out for you guys right now. 20th, right? Coupon code 20th. This code will get you 10% off anything that you order at airsoftgi.com right now, right? So say you want to go ahead and order that MGC4, use that coupon code 20th at checkout, and you'll be getting 10% off, right? That'll apply to anything, even if it's already discounted. However, make sure that it's not a shocker deal. If it's a shocker deal, like these guys here, I'll show you guys. Go sale, right? Waiting for that to load, waiting for that to load, waiting for that to load. Man, the internet is slow today. Load. Man, technology fucking hates me. I swear to God, man, it heard me shit talking. All right, there you go. All right, so as long as it's not one of these shocker deals, right? Shocker deals are super discounts. These are giga discounts, right? The giga chads of airsoft, or giga chads of airsoft discounts going on right now, right? This is the lowest price that they could literally ever go. So it won't apply to this. However, anything else, as long as it's not a shocker deal, as long as it's not one of those that has that timer on it, even if it's discounted, you can still go ahead and get an additional 10% off. Like this pack, for example, just throwing that out there, Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark II in bronze, right? You want to go and get that magazine combo? You can get an additional 10% off. Yeah, the discounted price. You can get an additional 10% off. I'm just throwing that out there, man. But let's say you go ahead and want to get, say, some tactical gear, right? You want to save on that. You can save even more when you use coupon code GEAR. Use coupon code GEAR at checkout for tactical gear orders that only have tactical gear in them, and you will be getting 20% off. Yeah, fucking insane. So if you want to pick up a chest rig, plate carrier, maybe you want to get a helmet or goggles or a face mask, whatever it is that you need to get, whatever your tactical needs are, use coupon code GEAR at checkout and you'll be getting 20% off your tactical gear order. But let's assume that you want to pick up some BBs, maybe some green gas batteries and chargers, magazines, or like an optic or something. Use coupon code 20BD, as in birthday, as in we've been here for 20 years. Right? Use that at checkout, and you're going to be getting 20% off all accessories in your order. Again, has to only be accessories in the order itself, and you will be getting that coupon code, getting that 20% off. And again, there's promo codes, but the promos that we're running right now is literally the best time to get as many entries in because not too many people have actually taken advantage of it. And that means your odds of winning just got that much higher. All right, I want to go and give a shout out. Looks like Carlos got himself an additional 5 entries. Chris also got himself an additional 5 entries. And Angel also got himself an additional 5 entries. They took advantage of the $50 order promo going on right now. Guys, make sure to go ahead and follow suit. They have the highest odds of winning right now. And again, I think there's only been like one person that actually took advantage, or maybe 2 people that took advantage of the $100 airsoft gun promo going on right now. And that would be, let's see here, that would be Chris and Sean. Those are the only 2 people that have taken advantage of it. Again, the odds are stacked in their favor right now because they have 10 chances of winning. One of them actually placed an order for 2 guns, so he has 20 chances. Guys, you got to follow suit. You got to follow their example and order yourself an airsoft gun. You're looking for the best airsoft gun of 2023, hands down. It's got to be the Mayo Gang MGC4, and it's available for purchase right now. Like right now. Okay. Here's a good question. Airsoft-info asks M18 or M17 when it comes to the 6 hours. I think overall, the M17, even though I have a love for the M18, I think the M17 is just, I don't know. I think I see more people using the M17. If you guys don't know what we're talking about here, I'll pull it up on screen. M17. Yeah, M17. Right, it just looks good in its full length configuration, right? In the full size, it just looks really, really good. It's a nice, solid feeling gun, especially if you're using CO2. Even green gas is good too. Like, it's gonna be a solid pistol, and you're not gonna regret it. Either or, they're gonna be great. But I think the full size, especially in that Coyote, just looks really good. That delicious, delicious shade of peanut butter, as Boaz would like to put it. Okay, this one comes from Pernoxwin. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Will you guys ever run Cry or Shellback Tactical or Aglite? I'm tired of hearing you buy from other companies. Well, at that point, like, here's the thing. Cry and a lot of these other like companies, like, they're cool, but at the end of the day, like, not too many airsofters will actually want to spend that much for running there, right? At the end of the day, not too many of them want to go ahead and run something like that, spend that much money trying to go ahead and run it. Now, there are some people that do, and that's great. You know, I actually do own like a set of Cries, but at the end of the day, like, for airsoft, I feel like it's a little much, and not too many people would want to carry that. And we used to carry, I believe, like Shellback Tactical, or yeah, I believe we used to carry one of those brands back in the day. Like, I think before I even started working at GI. And not too many people wanted to get it because it was pretty pricey, right? And it's understandable. Not too many airsofters have that much money. But yeah, I would say, like, maybe in the future, potentially, you know, you never know what the future might bring. But as of right now, we're seeing a lot more people want to gravitate towards the more affordable stuff, and that's completely understandable. We want to be able to go and cater towards them as well. We don't want to make airsoft feel like it has to be super, super expensive to get good gear, right? All right, let's see here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. What's promos? Answer that one. Answer that one. Okay, Akron Hill. Okay, so you're going to be in the shop this Saturday, the 1st, and what are the store hours for the upcoming holidays? Okay, so yes, I am going to be in shop this Saturday for the 1st, let's see. Is it the 1st? Yeah, that is the 1st. Yeah, I'm going to be in store the 1st, but when it comes to the store hours, usually our regular hours, Monday through Friday, are typically going to be 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then on Saturday, it's going to be 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So as far as holidays, we will get that sorted out and see what exactly the hours are going to be. But this Saturday, we should be open all day. Sundays are the only days that we are essentially closed. Okay, I got the M17. Jim, the Minnesota, yeah, VSR 10 mags will fall out of those. Yeah, that's what, again, so it depends on the magazine that you're rocking. But again, rocking like a simple AK chest rig, dude, like, that is the move. That is 100% the move. All right, let's get caught up. Oh, there you go. Okay, this is a good one. Itropolis asks, I've been thinking about switching to GBB for my primary. I mainly run M4s, and I want to know a good starting rifle in the GBB scene. Okay, so Itropolis, when it comes to gas blowbacks, running them as your primary. Like, obviously, I have my preferences for what platforms I prefer. But it's kind of hard. Like, I guess the question, like, it being like a starting rifle, that's kind of like difficult to answer. I guess if I had to say, like, there was one brand to go with, honestly, and you guys know, especially a lot of my regulars, going with the KWA LM4 series, especially the newer LM4Ds, that's gonna be a solid pick because it's not like you're buying a gun that automatically needs to be built out. The LM4s are already built out. The LM4s are already dope as is. You don't need anything, right? Like, the LM4s are great shooting out of the box, right? But I have plenty of experience with them. Justin has plenty of experience with those as well. Boaz loves his KWAs as well. I can't say enough good things about them because, again, a lot of the other options out of the box, it seems like they need a lot of work in order for them to be considered competitive, right? Like, take Golden Eagle, for example. Nothing wrong with them. They are a great, fun gun to have, but they are using the Western Arms system, which is a much older system. It is much older. Parts for them are still available out in the wild, but they're not as readily available, and it's not the most reliable system, especially for today's demand. Usually, I say that's a very fun gun to have playing in your backyard, but I wouldn't recommend fielding that as your primary. If you're looking for a solid gun, I would say go for the KWA LM4, specifically the LM4D, because it improves on everything that the LM4 did, right? But just that much better, right? And I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh, the hop-up chamber." That was most likely because you didn't clean it. I said it, like, that it happens. Like, the only people that really complain about it are people that, like, again, don't clean their airsoft guns very often. And again, because I know, because they come in store and we have to go and take a look at their guns, and we see, yeah, they didn't clean it. Like, they did not clean this right at all. They did like one wipe and that was it, or they didn't lube it at all. It is bone dry inside. So stick with the KWA LM4 and you'll be chilling. LM4D specifically, and that hop chamber was even improved even more. So yeah, I recommend those. But there are other brands you can go with as well. WeTech is not too bad either. GHK is cool, but they are expensive. So usually I say for the best bang for your buck, go with KWA. All right, let's see here. Airsoft-info. What all comes in the Airsoft GI track? Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. I wonder if I can pull that up. Let's see. Pull that up in the mystery box. So for those that don't know, we actually do have... There you go. Yeah, this. $150,000 Airsoft mystery box truck. This is a legit thing. We're not like joking around. This is an actual thing. So if any one of you guys has money to do this, you're gonna be like, fuck, like so much shit is gonna be inside, man. Like there's gonna be so much stuff in there. It's a mystery box, so obviously we can't tell you exactly what's gonna be in there. But here's the thing: when it comes to all of our mystery box, you are guaranteed to get at minimum what you pay for, if not more. That has always been our motto when it comes to our mystery boxes. We want to make sure that you get exactly what you pay for at the very least. At the very least. More than likely, you're probably going to get more in there, right? But yeah, you actually get a dead ass, like an actual like truck that like worth of airsoft shit in there. If you have the means for it, bruh, I'd say go for it. Why not, man? Why not? Right? All right, let's see here. Make sure I miss anything. Make sure. Are BDUs excluded from the discount? I was trying to order the LT Tetris camo. They shouldn't be. They should not be excluded from the discount code. As long as it's a tactical gear, then yeah, it should work for it. If not, make sure to go ahead and DM us so that we can go ahead and get you taken care of. We can handle that for you as well. Worst case scenario. Chat suggesters, thank you for answering the questions. Help me find on Discord. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure you're taken care of. Okay, answered that one. Okay, I should be caught up on those. All right, let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Fidel, you're not gonna get Cisco's toes. I don't know what your obsession is with Cisco's toes, bro. You ain't getting them. You are not gonna get them. All right, looks like Bossman wants to go ahead and give us a call. Let's go ahead and give him a call. Why don't we? One second. Pulling up Bossman right now. Should be able to hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so real quick, for the KWA GBB, like the KWA M4 GBB magazine, they built them here in the States.
Yeah.
So whenever they run out of parts, they cannot build them. They are expecting a replenishment first or second week of July.
Oh, sweet.
Okay. I see that question pop up quite a bit.
Yeah.
We're just literally down the street from KWA, so we do get as much magazine. They were selling a lot because I know, but again, they built them by hand, obviously.
Yeah.
So when they run out certain parts, they can no longer build them. Okay.
Yep.
As far as sniper magazine question, if you take a look at our section, you'll find a lot of the VSR10 compatible ones.
Yeah.
They will all work. The Will magazine, they're fairly. We sell a lot of Will sniper rifle.
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay, so anything Will for, let's say, the VSR10 style one will work. Anything their L96 style, it will work on their L96 style sniper bow action rifles. I don't believe Modify make the M24 anymore because Novich doesn't make the gun with them anymore. So and Modify is kind of not really producing a lot of stuff. There are a few questions that I want to address real quick.
Sure. Go for it.
Understand. Like Fidel asked us a question earlier. When are we going to get the VFC SCAR in? Unfortunately, we won't be able to get the VFC SCAR because airsoft industry is kind of split into two parts. It's kind of like, will you ever see the other shop at San Gabriel carry the NGC4?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking you a question.
Oh no, I thought it was a rhetorical question. No, of course not.
Of course not, right?
Yeah.
But our answer we're not gonna say, for their personnel, they would be like, for example, when people ask, "Hey, do you carry Lancer?" Their answer is no, it sucks. But I'm not gonna say that for the BFC SCAR. We just can get it. Okay.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, a lot of retail stores have been somewhat turning away from buying the stuff they distribute because it's all about profit margin.
Yeah.
When their business is bad, they discount the shit out of it, but they can still try to get their money back plus a little bit more. But imagine you are a shop and now you're stuck with the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So when people ask us how come you don't have certain things, that's like cyber guns or Noviskis. Unfortunately, those become house brands for them. Kind of like you will find way more a Taurus, VFC, G&G products from any other stores than Crytek now. That's because, unfortunately, it became like a house brand.
Yeah.
Kind of like Kirtland. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. It applies to pretty much anything outside of airsoft too. Even skate shops will have their own, like some of them will have their own brand of decks or like trunks.
No,
and
what
everything.
I'm saying is it used to be a widely acceptable
of
brand
course.
that everybody
Yeah,
carried.
everyone used to carry it, but it
because
became
no
a
one
house
wanted
brand.
to buy from the enemy.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope you guys understand that. So that should help your question on that, Fidel. And my other question,
Okay.
my other thing, is actually to you.
Okay.
Okay. Now you have seen all three NGC4. You touched them.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of all three of them? Obviously, the challenge kit, the bronze,
Mm-hmm.
and you shot the black one all the time.
Yeah.
And I know it's the only color differences, but I mean, let's not go to the deep into like, oh man, this is the best gun in the world. Yeah, obviously, I want you to say that, but let's try to give out an honest opinion.
Honest opinion for what it is that you were getting. And bear in mind, guys, I've been playing airsoft for fucking Christ. How long have I been playing airsoft for? 13 years. I've been playing airsoft for 13 years. right? And I've gotten a chance to shoot many different airsoft guns, right? Comparing that price point, like the high end like guns, to each other, I haven't shot a high end AEG that feels that satisfying to fire like ever. That is the most satisfying airsoft like AEG that I've ever shot. Like, I'm being serious. Like, that actually is. I love my LMGs, right? You know me. I love my weird shit. But if I'm speaking as just like a consumer, looking at something like just from a mechanical standpoint, from like, again, what it can do performance wise, there is not an airsoft gun that like shoots as good as it does and that it's that affordable. I mean, obviously it's $300+, right? So it is like going to be a little bit pricier compared to like 150. But for even then, for 315, objectively, that's cheap for what it is that you are getting. And I mean that.
Mm-hmm. You saw the unfinished version. You haven't really talked about it.
The unfinished version?
If it's something like you, would you ever take on that, project?
That challenge kit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just to confirm before I answer that, how much is the challenge kit going to be? Obviously, it's not live on the website.
Price.
Same price?
There's no difference.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth it.
I'm going to tell you why. The factory actually don't like sending products like that. Why? It mess up their production line.
Okay. I see. But I mean, even then, I would say like, even for 315, like for a challenge kit like that, and the fact that it's ready to be Cerakoted in whatever you like, or I mean, if you really want to hit it with a rattle can, I mean, you guess you could do that too. I mean, you could.
True. Yeah, true. But okay, yeah, I get that. You can make your like basically whatever style or print you want on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that what you kind of trying to say?
You can pretty much
like
put whatever you want
the
on
leaf
it.
Style, whatever's.
Hell, maybe you want to do like one of those like a lot of those like paint jobs, like those rattle can jobs that a lot of like SF dudes will do when they're in country for a while. Something like that, right? That'd be kind of cool.
Right. So this is something that I hope our members or whoever that wanted to purchase this can do. I saw this a few years back when they turned the airsoft gun into looking like a Gundam.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. That was cool.
Right?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
So it's not all militaried out.
No.
Like, you can turn into anything you want.
No, absolutely. Like, that gives you it's literally a blank canvas for you to turn into whatever it is that you want to.
Mm-hmm. So, would you buy one?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I think like for the MGC4 Mark IIs, I'm more like leaning towards the what is it called, the black and bronze version, just because I think it looks cool. I think that bronze is just so well done. I think they did a bang up job with that. I genuinely mean that, because that's the exact shade that I want on my my bronze rails. So I might just go for that. But if that wasn't available and I had an option between the solid black or the challenge kit, I'd go for the challenge kit.
So you really like the color on the bronze, right?
Yes.
Right. What does that remind you of? Because you mentioned to me earlier.
It reminds me of, well, I mean, there's a lot of guns it reminds me of, but I like that it kind of is similar to the classic Army MK16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Because the coloration, right?
Yeah.
Now, just so you guys know, the bronze version, I believe we're down to 25 units left.
Fuck.
Actually, 23 because...
Fuck.
Well, hopefully everybody hearing this, they need to know they need to get on it ASAP.
Yeah.
Black one, we should have plenty of him. We're having a new mystery box coming up.
Yes.
So I'm going to throw the MGC4 into the prize pot.
The challenge kit or the regular?
No, the regular.
Oh, okay.
You don't want people to people have no clue.
Yeah.
The challenge kit is gonna be for some dude. Imagine you receiving the challenge kit.
They call our customer service, right? They're like, I think something happened at the assembly line. I got this airsoft gun.
No, you sent me a used gun.
You sent me like a gun that doesn't look finished. It's not even built properly.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, all the screws. I mean, nothing is attached to the gun. Essentially, only the gearbox is inside. So you have to. It's basically for you guys to get it easily to strip down and have it either painted, Cerakote, whatever you want to it. If you want to have a dusty color or rust the gun, there you go. Okay. You can sand it down and it will start weathering and all that kind of stuff. And one thing that I really appreciate this, maybe you guys don't know about this. When the first metal guns start coming in, the process is the same. They mold it. But once after they mold it, when they take it off from the mold, it is what it is, and they would just paint it over. Okay, for example, like the Isaias gun, the Classic Army, etc., right?
Yeah.
You will always find imperfection on the surface of the body.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pleased, like when I saw the whole kit.
Yeah, that there's like little to no imperfections on that thing.
Yeah, they refinished it. That's what I meant. After they take it off on the bowl, you can tell they went in there and refinished certain things. Okay, and the rail, you can kind of tell they went over it with like CNC machines or some sort of tool to refinish it again too. Whatever that's sharp, it's supposed to be sharp. It's sharp there.
Yeah,
you notice that, right?
Yeah.
So I hope people appreciate that. Okay, I hope people will appreciate like this is something that we kind of request them to make sure they understand this is not just their cheaper line.
Yeah.
And maybe this is why I this is what I heard. Novice go for cheap and he can customize and yet the products are good. So there you go. Novice's cousin MGC4 isn't as bad, and if people are saying how good the SSR4 is, you can see why MGC4 is just going to be as good because they come from the same family.
Yeah.
Okay. So please, if you want the bronze one, get on it ASAP. They're down to 23. The challenge kit, I believe they shipped 20 out, but we may do some customization onto it, so we might just make like 5 available, because at first when we were asking all this, I saw Dark Tree wanted one.
Yeah, Stitch wanted one too.
Huh?
I think Stitch wanted one too.
He does?
I think so. I remember hearing like a while back when you made the announcement way back in the day for him.
Okay. Because I actually gave him a disappointed news earlier, but maybe I can talk to him about it if he does want one like that. So it's not that many left.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that. Yeah. That's it. Oh, one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Eden's asking any words on Lancer AK series.
The Z series. The
Zenico stuff.
Yeah.
They're still working on it. I don't know when. Nothing is that fast. It's not like instant gratification.
Yeah.
Something like that. But on the Lancer news, they know they are seeing a lot of complaints about airsoft guns with the inflation. The price went up and all that kind of stuff. Tomorrow, when you get to work, you will see. We'll definitely need you to put up. They're coming out with this Gen 2 Core series. Basically, it's exactly the same gun as Gen 2. Everything is the same, and there are the more popular models.
Sure.
But now they dropped the price. But The only difference is there's no battery and charger, which is also good.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys know that, a lot of RMA issues comes from those battery and charger.
Yeah. Again, they're batteries to get you started. If they come included with them, that's great, but they're not the best batteries and chargers in the world.
Right. And some of these guns are starting as low as $150. $158.
Fuck.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Are you kidding me? In this economy? Hell yeah.
Right, that's pretty good. And I believe we can probably try to get the words out on this.
Oh, yeah.
Fast. Okay?
Yep.
That's it. I hope people can get your questions in, the next 26 minutes. Not many people took advantage of the promo, so let's try to push it, I guess.
Yeah, no, we got to keep letting people know. I mean, if they don't want it, they don't want it. But, I mean, hey, that means that the odds for everyone that did place an order just got that much higher,
Yeah. All right. Thank you again.
No worries. All
Bye.
right, have a good one. All right, guys. Well, you heard the news from the boss man himself, straight from it. All right. If you guys have any last questions, make sure to go ahead and let me know. Put a Q in front of your question. I'll try my best to answer it. We are running out of time, actually. We only have about 25 more minutes till the end of the live stream, so make sure that you get your questions in. Want to go ahead and give a shout-out, looks like, to Stitch. He got himself those 5 extra entries in the Shopping Spree giveaway. Same thing with Alex. He also got himself 5 extra entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway. Guys, these are the only guys that have been taking advantage of it. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them ends up being the winner of the $1,200 giveaway going on this Thursday. You don't want to miss out. Follow their lead. Play it smart. Just do it. Right? All right. Let's go ahead and keep asking some questions. You guys gonna stock Humorex HK M110A1 when it comes out? Possibly. That is something, again, we have to wait and see again, like when our distributors can get. But yeah, we probably might be able to go ahead and get that one, especially if it's like Elite Force. Yeah, we should be able to. So you might credit for an MGC4 Mark II. Yeah, when they get them, we will have them. Exactly. All right, let's see. Make sure to scroll up. Make sure I'm not missing any more questions. Okay. It looks like Kyle Hammond's your question got answered. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure you're taken care of as well. Brewer, Geisley, DDC color. Yeah, man, that's kind of what it reminds me of too. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Trying to get a naked one. I got plans for that one. The bronze is super sharp. Yeah, absolutely, the bronze is super sharp. But yeah, I want to, and that's kind of the thing I want to see. Okay, maybe we can do this, right? I don't know. Hear me out. Humor me for a second, right? I want to see, like, with the challenge kits out there, I want to see, like, that become, like, a hashtag or, like, something that people actually start tagging us on social media, too, right? Put it, like, MGC4 challenge, right? Hashtag MGC4 challenge or something, right? And I want to see what people do with their, again, plain MGC4 Mark II, the challenge kit. I want to see all the different color combos, the different patterns people come up with, the different paint jobs or the Cerakote jobs. I want to see people's creativity in that. I want that to be a challenge, right? Because again, there's not like a whole lot of those challenge kits in the first place, right? So seeing that sort of like, again, just that hashtag be used and seeing all those like bits, maybe we can do an episode of it, right? We're kind of like a roast my build series, roast my MGC4, right? There you go, roast my MGC4, and we can see all the we can rank too. Like we might be able to have enough like entries for just one video, right? Where we can just rank everyone's custom MGC4 like job that they did on their challenge kits. That would actually be a really fucking cool thing to see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think about that in the live chat or in the feedback. Just let me know. Again, I want to see. Again, I just really want to see what everyone can do. All right, let's see here. DJ says $315 for a beautiful blank canvas is fucking insane. Absolutely it is. Because also you got to think too. Let's say that you did get a regular MGC4 Mark II, right? And you did want to do like a custom Cerakote job. You have to you do have to go and spend money on either the materials needed to strip it, right? Which can take some time and a lot of effort as well. Versus okay, $315 and it's already done for you, right? You can look at it that way. You just save the cost on labor, right? All right, make sure I'm not missing any. 14 years, Isaias. You were saying 13 years last year. Really? Oh, fuck. Well, shit, man. Well, again, yeah, I guess 14 years then. Fuck. Honestly, dude, I lose track of fucking time. Like, Chef knows that, like, he forgets how old he is sometimes. Sometimes I just forget how long I've been doing this. All right, let's see here. Cerakote, burnt midnight bronze, or titanium blue. Ooh, that'd be very fucking cool. That'd be very cool. Okay, make sure I'm not thinking. Think about ordering the 5 pack. Okay, yeah, that one was already answered. Make sure I'm not missing any more. The fourth mystery box will be available morning of the 29th. Okay, the mystery box that we got going live on Thursday. Oh, not sale. It's going to be new products. I believe that one is going to be going live later on in the day. Let me double check. 4 p.m. Normally, a lot of the mystery boxes we did do would go live at 4. This one, looks like it might just go live the morning of, right? It might just go live like 12 a.m. It might just go live. I'll have to double check on that one. You can go ahead and DM us for a reminder, but I believe that one just should go live the day of. Yeah, as far as I can tell. Yeah, that one looks like it should just go live the day of. Okay, make sure. Are y'all planning to carry most of the stuff announced this year, such as APCs, SPRs, etc.? Depends. Some of them we probably will. It depends on who's making them and who's distributing them. Again, like Bossman said, there's unfortunately some brands that we probably won't be able to carry just because, again, like the other shop probably would have them and we'd be supporting them, right? Which obviously we're a business, right? We want to go ahead and we don't want to do that, right? Because they're not going to be doing that for us, right? Okay, so to answer that question, it's actually going to be going live Thursday at 5 p.m. Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when it's actually going to go live, is the set date for the Independence Day Mystery Box. That's when it's going to go live. All right. Okay, so guys, we got like about 20 minutes left of the live stream before it ends. And again, that's the last opportunity you guys have to go and take advantage of the promos we have going on right now. Remember, any $50 order that you place right now, again, before 9:30, you don't have that much time left, is going to give you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. That's 5 chances to win. And that's $1,200 that you guys can win. You don't want to miss out on that chance. Also, you place an order for an airsoft gun that's $100 or more before 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time again, you will be getting those 10 entries in the shopping spree. I believe only 2 people really took advantage of that right now, which is a little sad to see. You know, I want to be able to have more people get as many chances as they can. But, you know, it is what it is. That just means that your odds of winning are that much higher. So make sure that you go ahead and take advantage while you can. Stitch asks, when any news on the TTI magazines? I believe those are still on pre-order. Let me double check TTI magazines. I'm pretty sure they are. They're still on pre-order right now. Yeah, nothing as far as I can tell. I believe that they're still waiting for like Terran, or they're waiting to for approval or something. Yeah, Bossman just answered it right now. Yes, nothing new. Need to wait for approval on those. Yeah, it's just a waiting game, man. At this point, hopefully, again, as soon as they become live, we're probably gonna go ahead and put some social media out there, right, saying that they're going live or make an announcement on our Discord, most likely. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, want to go ahead and give another shout out. Looks like Derek got himself an extra 5 entries. Chris got himself the 5 entries. James got himself the 5 entries. And I don't know who that last person is. It didn't say the actual name. But to everyone, shout out to you guys. You guys just got yourself those extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway, and you just increase your odds of winning $1,200. Don't miss out, and make sure you place your orders while you can. Not too much time left. You got about 18 more minutes before the end of the live stream. So make sure that you place your orders now while you still can. Let's see. Roast my build with all MG4s. Yeah, bro, that's exactly what I'm saying. Gnarls with the 5 entries. Thank you, my man. Shout out to my boy Gnarls out there. I know you've actually been a pretty long time watcher of the live streams. I've seen your name show up multiple times, man. Appreciate it, all the support you've been giving, especially now. You just got yourself those 5 extra entries, bro. You have that much more of a shot at winning $1,200. Yeah, that's exactly what I want, bro. I really want just a roast my build episode with MGC4. So roast my MGC4, right? And just seeing all the different unique color combinations, the different Cerakote jobs, the different paint jobs, right? The different color schemes that people put on their challenge kits, right? That would be absolutely insane. What would you guys do with and a question for everyone right now in the live chat, what would you do with your challenge kit? Would you want to go ahead and maybe do a rattle can job? Well, what sort of paint jobs or color schemes would you guys want to put on your challenge kits? I'm curious. Let me know in the live chat too. Let's see here. Eden. SPRs are made by Arcwick, so I'm guessing it's probably a safe case. Yeah, probably. Most likely. See, Derek, DJ, by the way, Isaias just said FYI. Yep, I figured as much. Thank you, DJ. Thanks, Bossman. We'll stay on standby. But yeah, Stitch, as soon as we can get those magazines, as soon as I get them in, I'm probably going to go ahead and DM you directly as soon as I get them. I know I messaged Real Wild earlier when he was asking about the PTS magazines, but as soon as I have a chance and I have the magazines in the actual storefront, I'll probably message you and hit you up. I know you're coming in every Saturday. Which, by the way, for those that don't know, Stitch is an absolute sweetheart. Stitch and Chaos Steel Moon, they are absolute sweethearts, man. They come in and there's that, I forget, was it Mr. Donut? There's that donut shop, right? That specialty donut shop that's nearby our job, and like they swing by and they'll like bring us donuts. They actually Stitch was so kind. Like he actually bought like two different types of donuts. He bought like the apple, like apple fluff donuts, and then he bought the strawberry ones. He actually brought like extra of the strawberry ones because he wanted me to grab an extra one so that I could bring one to my fiance, and I was like super super like grateful. Thank you, Stitch. She actually really liked it. She thought it was like delicious. She said it was very accurate though to call it a strawberry donut cheeseburger. That is exactly what it is. But thank you, my man. They is actually a really big sweetheart, awesome member of the community. I love this guy. And KOC Moon, you're also very very sweet as well. I appreciate both of you guys. All right, let's see here. Hey guys, if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and give this live stream a thumbs up, and make sure to go ahead and share it around with anyone. Again, not too much time left in the live stream, but again, if you guys know anyone that might at all remotely be interested in getting into the airsoft hobby, maybe have some questions, they don't even know what airsoft is, right? If I get a question in my chat literally asking what is airsoft, I do not mind answering that question. I want to go ahead and answer that question. I want to get as many people as I can into this hobby and give everyone a safe space to ask their questions and not be made fun of. You know me, I've said it with Trinity earlier today. My goal has always been to get as many people in airsoft as possible, right? I don't want people to feel afraid to ask their airsoft questions. Even if you think it sounds like a dumb question, I'd rather you ask it, because at the end of the day, if you're asking it, because it means you don't know. It means you genuinely don't know, and I want to help out as many people as I possibly can and give everyone that sort of safe space sort of feeling when it comes to like hanging out on our live streams, right? Yeah, we have fun. We might poke fun at each other, and Fidel might make everyone feel weird with his obsession with toes, but at the end of the day, it's all in good fun, and we want to help everyone as much as we can. All right, let's see here. Sure we're not missing anything. Rattle can stripes with snake skin and leaves pattern. Jim the Mad Viking. I would expect nothing like that. That is 100% like something I would see on like a sniper build, right? Those are cool. I love a good rattle can. I do like snake skin pattern. I like the leaf patterns as well. Maybe not as much the leaf patterns, but like tiger stripes. Ooh, that just hits different, bro. That just hits different. Yeah, so I work graveyards, go to bed at noon, and get up at 6 p.m. to catch drawing. Then I get ready for work. Well, Ronald Hoover, man, you must be exhausted, bro. I feel that, bro. And honestly, your viewership, again, like just like everyone else, I 100% appreciate the fact that you choose to spend your like chill time hanging out with us, right? It's super cool. It always means the world to me that I actually get like a pretty regular like following, I guess, as far as like viewers when it comes to these live streams. It always makes me happy that I got people who are actually tuned in. It's really cool because again, you're choosing to spend your time hanging out with me. And to all the lurkers right now, all the guys that are just watching and haven't ordered anything, I actually do appreciate you guys too. But me and Bossman and everyone else, we appreciate all your viewership. Obviously, we want you guys to go out and buy anything, which is why we do these promos, right? We want to give back to the community and give you guys a shot at winning too, because everyone has a shot at winning. We actually, for everyone that's like thinking that they don't have a shot at winning, guys, like you guys can ask anyone in the live chat that's been with us for a long time. You guys know that for like weeks on end, sometimes it'll just be nothing but first time shopper. Literally guys that have only placed one order, and it was like for fucking BBs or like green gas or just resupply orders, right? Stuff like that. And their names were called back and forth and back and forth. It just happens, right? Like everyone has a shot at winning, but we want to help even the odds for everyone and help increase your chances of winning by offering these promos. And they are going to be ending soon. We only got like what, fucking 13 more minutes? Like a little over 12 minutes left right now before, again, the end of the live stream. So you guys got to take advantage while you can. Donut Man in Glendora. Yeah, thank you, Bossman. Yeah, Donut Man in Glendora. Fucking delicious donuts, man. I'm telling you, man, like if you guys haven't been, I do recommend it. Fucking these strawberry or like apple-filled donuts that look like cheeseburgers, right? That's literally what they remind me of, because they got like the meat filling of all the fruit and like the sauce, and then they got the two donuts on top. It's a cheeseburger. It's a cheeseburger, man. Just placed an order. Hopefully I get the right battery this time and get a refund on the old one. Yep, don't worry, dude. Kyle Hammonds, we will definitely get you taken care of when it comes to that battery. As long as you followed the procedure, again, keeping the retail packaging, you didn't use the battery or anything, and it's all in good shape, we should get you taken care of, bro. No problem. All right, let's see here. Ship Panic, Stitch and Kaylee are the bee's knees, not gonna lie. Dude, they are. They 100% are. They are absolutely lovely people. I love hanging out with them. Honestly, I feel 100% comfortable with having them in our home. Which reminds me, Mayo Gang meetup. Still trying to work that out. I know that's gonna be a thing. Like, I'm trying to figure out like what day would work best for everyone. But again, that's something we can definitely discuss in the mod chat for everyone that's listening right now. But when it comes to like Kaylee Moon and Stitch, I feel 100% comfortable letting you guys in my home. Like, I know you guys are an absolute delight, and that goes for pretty much every one of the mods too, and the regulars, right? Like, I know you guys like are homies. I trust you guys. All right, this one comes from Brewer. Okay, so what's your favorite dream LMG? Fuck. Okay. This is very specific, right? Yes, I know the gas blowback 249 is coming, right? What I want is basically a recoil shock, or like a gas, no, recoil shock. Yeah, I basically want like a recoil shock 240 Bravo, right? I know a recoil shock Mark 40, is it the 48? No, I think it's the 46. I know there is a Tokyo recoil shock Mark 46 that exists out there. However, I want a recoil shock 240 Bravo, right? Or even a gas blowback 240, right? I basically just want more 240s out there, or even, hear me out, I want a gas blowback BAR. I know Bossman, like he was saying that's actually one of his favorite guns of all time. I think the best looking guns. Honestly, I have to agree. The BAR is 100% a sexy gun. Like, I would totally want to go ahead and run that as well. It's not my favorite World War II gun, but it is definitely up there. It's top 4 at the very least, right? I would say like seeing a gas blowback BAR would also be cool. Not that that's an LMG, but that kind of weird sort of niche, like in between platform, that's also really cool. But yes, to answer your question, Brewer, seeing like a gas powered 240 Bravo would be the bee's knees, right? It would absolutely. It's the cat's pajamas, bro. It's the cat's pajamas. All right, let's see. Any more questions? Okay. Ronald Hoover, this is my Friday night. Been up since 7 p.m. last night. Damn, bro. Damn. Stitch takes 2 things to win. 1 entry, being on the live stream to claim it. Absolutely. Guys, that's another rule, too. I got like 10 more minutes before we're on the live stream. Make sure you take advantage. If you guys aren't there to watch the actual live stream, you guys aren't going to be able to go in and claim it. For those that don't know how the live stream works, again, like I said earlier, you place a $20 order or anything $20 and above, and you have an entry into the giveaway automatically, right? Because we do it based off order number. But the second part is that you have to actually be there during the live stream in order to claim it, right? So if we because we live stream it every day, Cisco does a live stream at 5:30. Yeah, he live streams at 5:30. And then he makes the announcement at 6:45 because the cutoff is at 6:30. If you guys aren't actually watching the live stream when he announces the winner in time, because he gives you like 10 minutes, he gives you a 10-minute window to claim it, then you won't be able to claim the prize period, and it ends up stacking, which is exactly what happened last week. The winner was not there, and we stacked it. It went from $600, and we doubled that, and it went to $1,200, right? And $1,200, that ain't cheap, right? That's a pretty big bag. That's literally a bag that you guys can win just for placing a $20 order, right? And again, like we said, that can be for BBs, that can be for green gas, that can be for magazines, literally anything that we have on our website, the new Mayo Gang MGC4 Mark IIs, the Pit Viper, literally fucking anything, right? That will get you an entry. All you got to do is place the order before the end of the live stream tonight, though. And if it follows one of these guidelines right here, right, whether it be $50 plus or $100, like an airsoft gun, you get that many more entries. I'm just saying you do not want to go ahead and miss out. I want to go ahead and give another shout out to Kyle. He got himself 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, and Glenn got himself 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Guys, they are smart. They placed their orders last minute, but they know what's up. They know to take advantage. Looks like Bossman wants to go ahead and give us another ring. Let's go ahead and ring him up right now.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
So I want to ask everybody the game. Basically Ronald, everybody.
Sure.
Derek, Eden. Hopefully you guys are still here. It's Brewer. Hopefully James is still here. Everybody, Stitch, Chef. So we are seeing a few issues with the shopping spree giveaway. They're not doing its job, meaning drawing more orders in. Mainly because people are complaining they need to come in and watch. So if we have, just a $600 shopping spree giveaway, recurring, it does the prize pot don't go up because people can claim it without being there. One, do you guys like that? Number 2, if we split it up kind of like this, the winner don't have to be there, but they don't win the whole 600. Meaning they are able to win a shopping spree. Let's say $100. Rest of the pot turns it over. What do you guys think? Because you guys are more the people that are always there, and your odds are going to be good. See, one thing that I'm seeing the issue is let's say even if it's $100, if they win it, they probably don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be a guest account that they will never visit back, and now that $100 will never get used.
That's another problem. Yeah.
But then it's just like how on Saturday when I asked you guys, hey, how come their orders for $17 and $15?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, a few dollars off, and they just don't want to do it because they need to watch the stream. So I don't know. I don't know what what I think of it. I'm not. The promo isn't working as good as we want to, especially ever since beginning of the June. We tried double entries, triple entries. It's just not that many entries.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask everybody, and Isaiah, if you have opinion on it, you can speak up too. Also, this is again another issue is we don't want people to hate on us, meaning negative perception. When they don't win, they blame on us. When they don't win, they blame that, oh man, they're a bunch of, they probably scammed it. They have someone else win, stuff like that. Like, for example, I don't know if you saw during the Cisco stream, we're talking about, hey, let's not treat it as like a gambling thing.
Yeah.
You don't lose your money.
Honestly, I see comments like that, and I just get annoyed. Because here's the thing, like, and this goes, and guys, you can take this for what it is, right? But at the end of the day, we don't have to do this, right? Like, the fact that we even consider doing a giveaway, right, is something that we do voluntarily because we want to just give back to the community, right? Obviously, we're a business. Yeah, we want you guys' business, but we don't have to do this in the first place. No other store does giveaways in the first place, right? So when I hear people getting salty and then getting upset at us because they missed or they didn't watch the live stream and they were the winner and they just didn't want to watch it, I get really annoyed at that, and I get pissed off, and I don't honestly care what they think at the end of the. I know it sounds weird, but I don't care what they think, because here's the thing: we make it all the regulars and everyone watching the stream right now knows we make it very easy. It's way more than fair that all you guys got to do is just watch the live stream. We even tell people you don't even have to watch the entire. Obviously, it's recommended to watch the entire live stream, but if you just tune in for when the name gets announced, whatever, right? It's gonna happen, but at least you're there, right? At least you're there to actually like watch it and claim your prize. Because again, we have to verify that info somehow, right? I think people, if I'm being honest, I feel like it's a little bit like we're spoiling people a little too much because we're already doing this giveaway. We're not gonna like call them out, because if they're not truly supporting the Mayo Gang, there you go, right? They're not truly supporting the Mayo Gang. They're not there for the live stream. They're not being active members in the community. Why should we reward that?
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think, guys? I mean, you guys are regulars here. Let's I'm sorry to keep you a little bit longer, Isaiah, but
no, it's
I
fine.
think it's important. I want to see if people understand, because, like, for example, the podcast, I'm not sure if we would like to continue that or not, because it's not getting
the traction that you hope.
Yeah, and it's draining on our short-handed staff too.
Yeah.
So please let us know, what do you guys think about the live stream giveaway? Should we continue it? Should like how it is, or should we again, if somebody wins it, they're not there. A lot of times they won't even know they win, even if we just give them the credit.
Yeah.
That's what I think we're gonna see the issue. Also, if we announce winner all the time, every single week, then the pot will always stay the same.
Yeah, it's going to be stagnant.
Yeah. Like, for example, some people were saying, oh, just keep drawing it till somebody is there.
Yeah, but, like,
I mean?
I think, yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of that. I understand what they're coming from. And maybe if we were to have maybe multiple like giveaways, or not like multiple giveaways, but like if we had like, oh, first place winner gets obviously the big prize pot, and the second place winner gets like a whatever, like like a smaller prize. I could see that, and we could maybe keep raffling for the second place.
But no one give a crap about the second prize.
Mm-hmm. True.
Remember, we did it for Cisco County. We did it 8 times.
Yeah.
So I understand a lot of people's like, nah, keep it. I do agree on that notion, but this is something that I don't know how to change. Just like the mystery box, when people for some reason outside of certain shop, when they get shit prizes, they don't complain about it. But when they get something that they don't like from us, it seems like the end of the world. It's kind of like same thing. What's happening if you don't win the live stream giveaway? Like, for example, 120 people tune in, and for some reason they don't win it. A lot of them are like, oh well, whatever, so we didn't win, I'm gonna try it next time, or try it when I think about I want to buy airsoft guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think the people that are putting in, like, this is what I saw. Okay, this guy actually said, dude, I'm gonna win it tonight, and I'm gonna buy my kid something.
Yeah, I remember this.
And when it didn't win, it's like pissed.
Yeah, no, they were pretty salty.
So I'm not sure. What do you guys think about that? Should we worry about that, or fuck it? I mean, it is what it is. Chat, Yes, is keep it simple. Too complicated to have someone to join on a live stream to claim the prize. Then how else can you claim the prize?
Mm-hmm. DJ says, nah, don't reward the people who can't even take a bit of time to come and watch. Just basically go ahead and like keep it, like who can't even meet the requirements. He says leave it as is.
Glenn, yeah, no, we saw your order. He already called your name out too, so
Mm-hmm.
you are getting the entries. Don't worry about it. There's nothing over or not over, but yeah, this is kind of like a community thing. We're just here chit chatting, like talking about how what do you guys think about it? Glenn actually got 10 entries. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because he bought an Elite Force gun. Correct.
That's what's up.
Quick. So yeah, that's that. Should we worry about it, or can you guys help us, spread the words even more? Because sometimes this is what we found too. I know Ronald's such a good guy. Cody, I see him all the time. We do see a lot of different winners, previous winner that comes back, but there are some they won and we never see them again.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, hopefully you can help us spread the words. But anyways, I'm not sure Isaiah is.
No, I'm still here.
So yeah, couple minutes, maybe we'll talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you want to go ahead and like for me personally, like I want to keep it the same way because again, I feel like it's just by having. I mean, the only thing that does kind of like I get. Jim actually brought up a good point. Sometimes like he is like people like that are on call. Like so again, they could be called like last, like they could be joining the stream, but they'd have to like leave. Like that's like, oh fuck, like I gotta go in for work or something. I do understand that, and I am sympathetic towards that as well. Maybe we should just do a poll at the end of the day, man. I think that's the best way to go ahead and do it.
Darktree's put in question mark. Maybe he's
a little bit lost. Darktree, we're trying to figure out like whether or not we should keep the live stream giveaway like the same. Do we want to go ahead and add changes to it? And if so, how so? Bossman did like ponder the idea of like maybe we just, if it's like credit, right, we can just go ahead and credit the winner if they won. But the problem is a lot of times it can be like, especially if it's a first time shopper, they might not even know if they're not even watching the stream, right? They probably won't even know that they won. and who knows when they'll go out and place another order, right? So that amount could just be sitting there for God knows how long, right? And so we'll never hear back from that. Versus like say like again, we keep it the way we are. We just need to be able to go ahead and like I think the biggest is just exposure, right? That's like obviously the biggest thing, but that comes down to like social media, that comes down to marketing, and having of course like all the mods help out, which I know they do. The mods do their best to try to like help spread the word as well. Personally though, if I have to give my hat into any one side, I prefer keeping it the same way as is, but maybe just expanding on the ways we can go ahead and like spread the word of the live stream itself. For me personally, I'm actually like I actually like the idea of doing these like exclusive promos. I think that does help because we are able to get people to participate in that. But
look, JS, all the winners are given full credit. Like the previous winner, I'm not gonna name the name.
Yeah.
The previous winner, he won. He got the code right away. He spent the money. We sent out the goods. Then we never heard from him again. Very unfortunate. You know, we hope everybody can send us, you know, promotional like
some type of testimonial
like,
really helps out.
Yeah, that we can use it for you know, social media, right? But you know, everybody gets credit. If it's so big, it's still a big credit. We're just not going to send you a code. We're just going to be like, hey, call in, we'll get it in. I think, I don't know. It's a community question, right? We're a community and ultimately we have to make the decision. And I'm just troubled about those few things I saw. You know, like for example, people aren't happy when they don't win. I feel bad too.
Yeah, of course. But people are always going to be salty, right? Like, I mean, people are always going to be upset that they don't win. Like, because some people, unfortunately, as much as we let people know that, hey, this is not a gamble in the slightest, some people just go in with the expectation that they're going to win. And I don't think there's anything really realistically we can do about that. I think most people realize that we're doing like a bang up job of actually explaining it. The rules are right there for everyone to go ahead and see on our website. Right, it's not a gamble because everyone's still going to be getting everything they ordered from GI. I really do think it's just a matter of people going in with the wrong, like, or people going in with the expectation that they're going to be the winner, right, and then getting really salty that they're not.
Mm-hmm. You know, we don't want negative effect. That's about it.
Yeah.
But you know, hopefully you guys can help us think about it. Maybe we'll talk about it internally. We'll consult with members too, you know, like Brewer, Stitch, etc. Lastly, we just hope, you know, we can spread the words. Just like, you know, I'm actually thinking about designing like a Mayo Gang member patch or something like that.
Hey, hell yeah!
And we can send to people that, you know, are like, there's so many people that have VIP
status.
You've seen that, right? Status,
yeah.
Right? You've seen it on the orders.
Oh
like
yeah.
Derek, like Christopher Ortiz, Ryan, you know, everybody, James, all of you guys, Alex, Angel, Chef, all of you guys have that mark. And imagine, you know, it's like a Velcro patch that we'll just send to them and they can
exclusive
probably wear it or something like that. You know, Fidel.
Absolutely. No, I like, and it adds a layer of like exclusivity as well, and like just kind of like kinship and like camaraderie within the Mayo Gang. I would 100% love that.
Yeah.
Ackright's like, yeah, that Ortiz guy is a clown. Bro, that's you, bro.
So yeah, thank you for you guys' time, and maybe we'll ask some people. You guys gonna hear from us about it, and you know, we'll keep discussing with Isaias and all that kind of stuff. All right.
Yep, sounds good.
So much. Thank you, Isaias.
Not a problem, man.
About this.
No, you're chilling, dude.
Bye.
All right, guys, we are definitely over the time period for the live stream. Thank you guys for everyone that tuned in and joined with us. It was actually a very, very fun time. I want to give a special shout out to Trinity. Thank you so much for joining me on my live stream. It was very, very fun to have you. I'm curious to see how this new format plays out. I think it went very well. But if you guys have any suggestions, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and leave feedback in the feedback chat on our Discord server. If you have questions that weren't answered, do apologize. You're more than welcome to go ahead and ask us directly through our Discord server. You can DM us directly. You can also message us on our Instagram, on our Facebook page, and we will happily get you guys taken care of. Thank you guys. It literally means the world to me. That from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everyone that chooses to spend their free time hanging out with me. I want to give shout outs to Jim, the Mad Viking, Ackright, Darktree, Brewer, Eden, Fidel, Real World, Stitch, everyone that joined in, Chef, everyone, literally everyone. Thank you guys.